If I asked you to write a list of all the things that you love, how far down the list would you write you? Hi, my name's Maria McGrath, founder of Restore Balance and Harmony and Women's Breakthrough Transformologist. I seen that quote come across my Facebook page today, and I just thought it was so true for most of us these days, that we don't put ourselves first, that we don't even have that self-love that we really, really need to be our best self. If I were to ask you to write a list of what is important to you, how far down would you put yourself? How far down the list would it be taking care of myself, taking care of my needs, putting myself first, having time out to refresh and revive? These are things that we never ever think about. As women, I don't know when it come about, but we've learned from generations and generations and generations gone past that we just do for everybody else. You, especially when you become mothers, you put everybody else before yourself. Now, and then you put a mask on yourself and pretend that everything is okay. You push your feelings down. You stop listening to what's going on within yourself. And all of a sudden, you're lost. Where the hell did I go? Where's the Maria or the whoever from years ago? You are the same person you have always been. You still have the same wants and needs and cares that you've always had. We've just managed to push them down. They haven't been forgotten. They've just been, shoved down and down and down. And then there's this, sense of unfulfillment, discontent. Maybe there's resentment, sadness, grief, frustration. And these emotions, then these negative emotions tend to build and build, and they're being taken out on the people around us. We're not living our true best life. We're not being our best self. We're not allowing ourselves to be who we really are. And sometimes we get buried so deep down that you forget how to be that person that you want to be. You think that you can never get back the joy and the passion and the purpose and the carefreeness that you used to be when you were younger. Perhaps the self-confidence and self-worth. You've thought for so long, I'm not worthy of this and I don't deserve that. These are things that we hear and then they become a part of us, and we say it over and over to ourselves so much that all of a sudden it becomes a belief that we're not worthy of spending time on ourselves, that we're not worthy of putting ourselves first. But these don't serve us. They do not serve us to be the best person that we can be, and they certainly don't serve the people around us. If we're not being our true best self, how can we expect to teach the people around us? How can we give them all of ourselves, give them the love that we know that we have? How can we teach younger girls, children, to be confident, to be worthy, to respect themselves, to expect to have good relationships and good love and expect to have, respect in their jobs and everything else, when we don't teach them that we need that as well? So we really do need to get back to being our true self. We need to put ourselves first. We need to know that we should have self-love. We should put ourselves first. And that being and taking the time to be our best self will affect everyone around us in the best possible way. Certainly not the worst. Okay, we tend to just forget that we have a life to live as well. as adults. Everything else comes first, and we just put everything we hope and wish and dream to the back. But that's not how you should live your life. So if you are in a state, if you are struggling with all of these emotions that are not serving you, that are keeping you stuck in a way that you don't want to be, you've forgotten who you really are, then you can reach out and we can have a chat and see what blocks you have, see what emotions are holding you stuck. And if you are ready, really, really ready to commit to getting rid of them and becoming all that you were always meant to be, then we can look at what that might mean for you. So, just a quick one today. I love helping women be their best self, seeing them have confidence and self-worth and self-love and happiness and joy, bringing that back into a woman's life. And that brings joy to all the people around them, their children, their partners, their parents. It just ripples out to everybody else. You are worthy of everything you want, of having joy and peace and happiness in your life. And you deserve to put yourself first to make a better life for you and for everyone else around you. So keep that in mind and reach out. I'm Maria McGrath, and I love empowering women. So reach out to me